Greetings of peace and welcome, whomever may be joining us to view this recording, our event. You're very welcome to our event, which is our weekly event or podcast. My name is Anthea Alexander. I'm a wellness coach, and I'm joined by my co-host and fellow wellness coach, Yogi Sanjivana. He's many other things, but I'll let him explain what they are when he introduces himself as well. So welcome to our weekly event. This weekly event is an open conversation, and our theme is living consciously in 2025. And we've been hosting these events for probably maybe 3 to 4 months now. So, and really enjoying the weekly hosting of these events and having really interesting and thought-provoking, I should say, not really provocative, thought-provoking conversations about many different topics, from dreams to what else have we talked about? Meditation and many other things. The recordings are saved on available on both of our YouTube channels if you're interested in having a look at the replays. For this evening's conversation, it's actually evening in Melbourne, Australia, where I am based at the moment. Our topic is karma. We discussed karma last week as well. However, we had so much to talk about, we decided that we would have a part 2 and potentially even a part 3 of karma. However, we'll see how we travel this evening. So last week we talked, just to recap for people who are watching this video without having watched last week's replay. We talked about what karma means. We talked a lot about different examples of karma, and Sanji was generous enough to share lots of stories and his knowledge about karma. So this evening, what we're planning to do is discuss more in depth about the wholesome side of karma, because last week we talked a lot about sort of more negative examples of karma and how it has affected people and animals. And so this week we're wanting to share examples of wholesome karma. We also mentioned last week about some laws of karma. There's 12 laws of karma, so that might be something that we talk about tonight, touch upon or go more in depth. We'll see how the conversation goes. So just a little bit more about myself. I mentioned I work as a wellness coach. So I help people to lose weight, gain weight, maintain weight, essentially manage their weight, and also to improve their energy and to achieve any health goals that they may have. So I do that through basically one-to-one coaching. I'm also really interested, I have a special interest in meditation, and I host a weekly meditation session, which is free for anybody to join on a Monday evening, same time as this event. So if you're interested in that, please reach out and I can help you to access the session. And I also have a special interest in all things spirituality. So that's basically from me. I'll pass it over to Sanji now so he can introduce himself, tell you a bit about the fascinating things that he gets up to. Over to you, Sanji.
Thank you so much, Anthea. Always a pleasure to be here. And so I'm Sanji, a meditation teacher. We do from like spiritual counseling all the way, like mentoring, tutoring, and then it goes, and we do a bunch of charities. And now me and Anthea, we are on a thing, like I got this like yesterday actually. Hope you can see, and we are going to unbox it and see. So Anthea and me, like we are in a like a wellness platform, no? So, Anthea, please, if you like, share a little bit what is that, no? And she's actually my coach here, and she's going to teach me about it. So she has been doing that for a very long time. So, Anthea, would you like to get into a little bit of it about it?
Well, I'm happy to share a little bit more about it. So basically, Sanji and I are involved with an organisation that is based in Australia, and it's called Lifestyle Management Group. And as part of the Lifestyle Management Group, we are wellness coaches, and we help people with health results. We can also help people to earn extra income as well. If they're interested in the wellness, health and wellness industry, they're willing to learn and ambitious, please contact us. And we would love to have a discussion with you to see if we're a fit to work with each other, because we're actively looking for people to join our team. So, and as part of the Lifestyle Management Group, we actually affiliate with the world's #1 nutrition company in the world, and it is Herbalife Nutrition, which Sandy has just shown the box of products. And you can even ask Siri on your mobile phone, if you have an Apple iPhone, you can ask who is the world's #1 nutrition company, and Siri will answer. It's Herbalife Nutrition. So that's a little bit about us, and perhaps in future conversations we can talk a little bit more about our involvement. But if this is something that you're interested in terms of getting in the best shape of your life or earning extra income in an ethical way, please contact either one of us, and we can certainly set up perhaps a 3-way call and have a chat with you about it. So back over to you, Sanji.
Yeah, thank you so much, Anthea. So Anthea knows much, much more better than me. So anybody can contact one of us. So the idea is we thought of like introducing products that are like very healthy and not without all these chemicals and these kind of things. And people, they are in almost every country, no? Like now the rate of cancer, diabetes, no, all these things are increasing dramatically, no? And the health risks are more, and they just take like pills after pills after pills. So with those authentic like traditional practices, you can add these kind of supplements. But this is not just these things only, no. There's a part you do like physical activities, then the dietary plans are there, and then these kind of supporting, no, factors like these, like Herbalife good products are there. So people can join in and get the maximum benefits out of these. Yeah, so maybe it's a good karma to talk about this also, no? Yeah. So let's jump into our topic today. So, Anthea, we start with like good karma, no? Like good karma. Please, over to you. Eh?
Okay, so just recapping what we talked about last week. So karma, the actual definition of karma is it's about action. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Sanji. So it actually translates into action. So what my understanding, and my understanding has deepened after our great conversation last week, and I've been thinking about karma a lot. And so karma essentially is what goes around comes around. So the energy that we put out into the world, the intentions, the actions that we take come back to us essentially in different forms. And Sanji can speak more eloquently to this with different examples. We talked last week about some amazing examples of, and it can be really quite literal in the way that it comes back. So I won't give examples because I'm not that, I don't feel that confident about it, but Sanji certainly shared some amazing examples that were really literal. So almost to the point of the particular action that if we take a particular action that is perhaps negative towards a person or an animal, that action can come right back to us in a very, very similar way. So it's, I guess, another way of looking at it is like a boomerang that First Nations peoples use in Australia, and they throw the boomerang comes right back. So I won't say too much more, but yeah, so this evening we're going to talk about wholesome effects of karma, or effects of wholesome karma, either way. Okay, so back over to you.
Oh, yeah. So, Anthea, we just see like how these are happening. So, we'll go to like definitely. So, great masters and all in many traditions, not just one. Like, because when you try to take a vast majority of things and see, I remember like one time I was walking, no, there was a mountain like 3 miles or something, no, and then suddenly a very old type of van stopped, no, and then they said get in, no, so I got in. So here was like he was an Islamist follower, right?
Okay.
So I was like literally hitchhiking, no. But
Yes.
then he was going and he was talking, no. So I also was listening, and we were sharing and laughing and going in the small van, no. And he was going to deliver some. There was a tea estate in the top, and there's a meditation center. Usually we walk, we go through shortcuts and all, and but it's quite tiring. So the van goes around and round and round, and so there was a lot of time to interact, no. So then it was very nice, like we were talking the various things, and finally it came to the place where he should stop, no. There's this housing scheme where people who work there are there, so he was bringing some chairs and set, maybe sitting set or something like that. So he said I had to stop here. I said sure, no, thank you so much, because it took me like almost all the way, and I said thank you so much merits to you. That means like good karma, right? And he said, I know. He said, I know, no, I know. May these merits help me to be, like a religious leader. Like I don't know what they call in your countries. Like they call here lebbe, like a priest. The priest in the mosque, they call here like he's called lebbe, no. So, and he said, I want to become one of those next birth. So he really said this, with these merits, I want to become one of them. Huh? So I said, sure, no, may your wishes come true. And I went to the meditation center, he went to that housing scheme. And so people knew these things. So you could even escape. There are so many nice stories and all. This is good karma, right? We'll get into this. So, but let's just see, like in ancient wisdoms, it says like there are ways these things relate. One is like some things, so they can come into effect in this life. Then and there are bad things also, like if you do very bad things, like things we said we are not going for the negatives, no, but the good things also. If people do very good things, and we'll dig into those things, there are the results here and now. And if there are reasons for that, some people have got it in a very big way, the results. And then there are the ones that can come, it happens in negative as well as positive also, maybe in the next life, not in the recent life, maybe the next life. But we like, it's like we plant it and it grows, no. And then there are some that along the journey, like of the cycles of death and birth, no, or birth and death, this process happens. So along that journey, you get the good results at some point. And there are some other ones, like they can cancel the effect. So in a bad way, it's kind of like not good, but in a good way, it can cancel some of the bad stuff.
Okay.
So like if you do like a massive big thing, the little things, they can be like kind of like cancelled. For example, if a person gets enlightened, just like that's like something big, no? So there are not many lives for this person, no? So all the things that can come, they come to that person, but everything cannot bring effect. So in a way, they kind of like go. Uh, so the example they say about enlightened being who was actually a murderer. Yeah, he had killed many, yeah. But somehow or other he got on to the practice and path and what he became. The king also wanted to send the army to kill this person. But it happened because of his teacher, and those days they had to like offer gifts for the teacher. The teacher thought he had affair with his wife. So he said like one of the most dangerous thing. He said like you as teachers repayment, you have to bring me a garland of fingers. Yo. So I'm just telling that we cut off the bad stuff. So anyhow, he was trying to collect these. So he had like a bone necklace like thing. So his name also came with that. And this person was like really super strong, it seems. So, but somehow or other, his mother felt very compassionate towards him because they knew like the king was sending an army to kill, and it was her son. But if they say, Anthea, like if you do very harm to your parents or like people who are very special, uh, that karma you can get the result the bad way in this life itself. Huh? So what I'm coming to is like you can get this cancel. They say cancel culture also now, right? So what? So not. Then what happened was like he had because you don't just collect, no. Huh? And then if he had like ended his mother's life, it would have been horrible. So actually, a saint went before him, but the saint had a lot of powers. It seems. So so this guy was like very strong, and from his birth moment, they say Anthea, like when very dangerous people are born, those days like the weapons used to glow. The weapons and in like the even royal weapon like where they keep armory, the weapons used to glow and people would know like some powerful person, but in the bad side would be born. Really, yeah. So then what happened was like the mother was going so, but the saint went before the mother, and this person could so strong, like he was so adaptable and all. He could even like jump onto running horses and uh, so, but the saint was just walking, no? And he tried like running after this saint, but he had some supernatural power. So he made him like he's running, but he cannot never catch this saint. So he was so tired, he was thinking, I can run after or jump onto horses and stop people. But this, I cannot go after this saint who's just walking. And he was like very tired and frustrated, and he shouted it seems, hey Serge or like Hermit, stop, no. Then the casually the this saint had told him like, I have already stopped, you stop now. And he was thinking, because he was a very intelligent person, it seems. He was thinking like, I am stopping and I'm like huffing and puffing, here he is walking, right? And he is asking me to stop, and he's the one who's walking, no, not me. Then it clicked him like that, like he told like, I stopped violence, no. Now you stop your violence. He clicked and he just dropped the weapons and he said like, please help me, no. So actually they say they took him and he meditated and he became enlightened. So the army came with the king, and like asked like to get the blessings of that saint, it seems. And then the saint had asked, like, what if this person was here and he had eradicated all his like bad things? What would you do, O king? He asked. He said, like, I have no choice. I would pay respect to him, no? If he like renounced everything and everything, no? And now he's like a saint himself, even. Then it actually appeared. He appeared, it seems, and everybody was like afraid, like this is the person. So and they even questioned him and asked like, and had to accept. But Anthea, like his karma, he was fully enlightened, it seems. Wherever he went, even the sticks that were thrown in another direction would come onto him, it seems. And he would come like wounds and all, and they would talk like, oh, this person is like, he's being a saint, and now he's still like. But it had said, according to the crimes he did, this is really very little. And there's a nice saying here also in many places. He heard a pregnant mother in suffering, pain, agony. And he had told, like, from the time I had, first he had told, like, from the time I have not done any violence, with that truth, may this mother and child be cured. Actually, the child was born. And everybody was surprised, no, because he was like a murderer before, right? And they came and asked, like, how can this be? He did so such and such and such. Huh? And then it was said, like, no. It was from the time he became enlightened. He never harmed nobody. He did that determination from there on. So, Anthea, like, some things like can be kind of like cancelled. And that's why some people say, like, if we have some difficult illness or something, help the people who have these kind of illnesses. If you have a walking problem or something, help another person, because we can then change the karmic factor. We do reverse process. It's a good thing, right?
Yes.
Would you like to add some for that? And
Well, I find it really, really fascinating, and I think that it always shows that there's to never give up hope, because there's always hope that people can change, or that we can change if we need to change. None of us is perfect. So, we may struggle and feel like it's really, really hard to make changes. So to always have hope, even if we have had a lot of shortcomings, or in different religions, in Christianity or Catholicism, they call it sins. In Islam, I like the way I call sins is basically shortcomings. And I have a beautiful teacher, and she talks about misalignments. So, that we can just be a little bit off our true path. And so we all make errors. So always to have hope that we can straighten up our path, this is a beautiful example of that, and that we can help so many people and rectify perhaps any damage or harm that we've done in the past. So always to have hope. The other thing that I was thinking about while you were telling us that amazing story was, another thing we wanted to focus on with our discussion, our beautiful conversation about karma, is things that we can do. So it seems that there are definitely action steps that we can take if we're wanting to attract more wholesome karma. So that's another thing that we can perhaps talk about either during this conversation or in a future conversation as well.
Yeah, I think many things now. Yeah, to talk about. And just let's have a peek how these things go. So even teachers, masters, or ancient texts, all they say, Anthea, like what we give is what we get. Oh, and how we give, even the time. If we had done some good deed in a specific time, say morning time, we receive the benefits in the morning time. Really. So even the things we see, hear, smell, taste, and feel to the body, because we can end up in a place like we don't even like, but maybe our job, it's super hot or super cold. We don't even like, or what we have to wear for some reason. We buy something or something, but still it's very uncomfortable. But sometimes we get a gift or something, it's super comfortable. Uh, so likewise, even the way, for example, we just say this, like some people go even more than they are supposed to, right? If you ask for some directions or something, they say, come, like I'll show you. Huh? And these are the results, like we also had help people more than, for example, if somebody asks for water, I can say, no water, get out, no. It's horrible. And then, oh, there's a tap over there. If you really want, go and drink. In a very crude way, no? Oh, I can say, like, there's a water fountain there. If you want, you can drink. I think it's drinkable, but I am not sure even. Maybe it's spoiled there now. No, it's broken. But I say, hold on, and I run somewhere, and I bring water bottle and give this person, eh? Or to the house or something, or come in, no? And though I can like bring water and food and like that, and ask like, would you need something else also? That's even extra, right? Even more. So these are the things unexpectedly, like wow, no, like this person was so kind to me. I just asked for some little thing, and here they are helping, like no, or going like, and you are very grateful, no. So
Yes.
these are the results of what we did. Not that we are entitled to this. This is how it is. So even the times like morning time, you wonder why. No, sometimes things happen in that specific time. Uh, so there are, so it says like Anthea, like these energies we have, that's why the bad also travels, that's we cannot hide from them. But the good
Yes.
is also like that. They say like the bad is like if there's a animal who's pulling a cart with the load, the wheel rotates and comes behind this animal, right? He cannot avoid it, no? This animal
Yeah.
cannot avoid it, right?
Mm.
Huh? So likewise, the bad follows that person wherever they go.
Yes.
But the good is like your own shadow. It doesn't leave you.
Mm.
Huh? So wherever you go, you cannot avoid your shadow, right? If you're born in another place or anything happens, that's why like people who maybe for some reason they can be born in a very poor place, but suddenly out of nowhere they're adopted or somebody comes or they win a lottery out of nowhere. They feel like somebody comes and they like changes their entire life, right? Some are super talented and these things also happen. But there's a karmic factor also. Not every poor child who's very talented gets there, right? Some creep in through very bad ways. That's a different story, no? But still, like there's some karma involved, uh, or in a good reason, because some people feel like, oh, I should help this family, and they help it to the highest extent, no, without any strings attached or night, no. So the accord lifespan after lifespan, the good also travels with their energy. So our physical energy and mental energy and these karmic energies, that's why it can find the exact person. We were saying that it's not tracking our DNA, no license plate or ID numbers or no social security, none of that, right? Even if you're born in another universe or another place, still it finds you. Huh? So likewise, the karma can follow, and that's why we see pleasant things to our eyes. Huh? They have explained very well, like specifics, huh? Like their consciousnesses. So they are called effect consciousness. Effect consciousness. So sometimes, even if we like it or not, we feel bad. We see bad things, right? Maybe on the internet, or it's like disturbing. Even another animal eating another animal, or it's also kind of like we're too much, no? Sometimes, and
Yeah.
but sometimes you see like nice things, like so you have helped others also to see nice things, hear nice
Uh,
things, or smell nice things, even taste, and even feel. Like maybe we gave them clothing or shelter, made them comfortable their lives, or even to their minds. Some people have all the facilities, but their thoughts, they feel very hurt inside. Or even depression, anxiety, these kind of things also can happen for no reason. So in one of our sessions, there's a person, I don't tell who it is or anything. This person has a beautiful life, but he thinks, this person thinks he's lacking something always. But their family and everything seems very nice. And this person is also very successful, and the businesses are running very well. And I think economy wise also they are doing very good. But things like it's always lacking something. But he's not a bad person. His wife is not. They have some beautiful children. Uh, Everything seems perfect, no? But still, like in the mental side. So there are people who say different reasons. So like I got everything: good parents, good family, good job, good vehicles, no? And I don't know why these no, like hurting thoughts are coming to me. So that also, it also happens if we bring pain and suffering towards others. They also, but if we brought the good things for them, like what we are even trying to do, no? Rather than the unwholesome things, we are trying to deliver something good. This is definitely good karma for the people, even the people who are watching.
Yeah.
We are not trying to provoke anger. We are not provoke things like lust and greed and these kind of things, no? So actually,
No.
it is a good karma for the people who are participating,
Yes.
and the people we are not trying to provoke those things.
No.
So it is good karma that we also trying to generate within them to educate people, may bring awareness. Uh, so from lifespan to lifespan, the energies they are. We used to tell like they consist of one materiality, and then the other four mental factors. No, so
Okay.
for the materiality also. That's why some people, uh, their appearance is like pleasant, but a little change of the where the eyes are, maybe the mouth or little thing, it can make a whole maybe few inches, right, or centimeters even.
Yeah.
But to get like that also, you have to do some good karma. So, Anthea, to be honest, every cell of our body, huh? Because if we just switches until now, if we have not got things like cancer and all, that is also part of the good karma. For each cell also, until now, as he said, like if he didn't get some permanent illness or something, or like that is also because of that. And some children are born with some difficulties or disabilities, but there are many children who are not. So that's also because of good karma. Without anything in the womb, mother's womb, then after that, and then the child, the teenage times, and all this, because of good karma. And even if they are trying to fall into trouble, something comes and saves them. Maybe a stranger or something, or even nature. There are some places like you can see, like even a branch or another animal comes and then maybe pulls them away or warns them. Then suddenly a big branch or something falls. Or like, yeah, some for some reason. Oh, I saw like some videos and all, like a random vehicle comes and blocks, like another one is coming out of control, and another one comes and exactly this person is covered by that. So things like that. Oh, they just missed it. Uh, so for some reason, maybe it was the green light or something, the pedestrian crossing. Then suddenly the light came and then they just moved a little, and then the vehicle just went past them and crashed. So there are some things like that. Uh, or even other beings also feel like helping these people. So they come, like we talked about dreams also. They come in their dreams and warn them. Uh, there are even incidents like in the forest, animals come and help people. They show the way, even if they are lost. So this is because not just they are those people who help, or even the animals that help. They also have kindness, and surely they will get the benefits of their good karma. But we also have done, not to be proud of it or like arrogant, or oh, this is my karma, I should be receiving what I know. Not like that. I remember there was one person like that also telling, and no, not to be arrogant like that, no. But we had done something good. That's why out of nowhere somebody comes and helps. But we have to but we are spending that karma, that good karma. We are spending it. So we for the future, then we'll have to do some more because we are using that. No, it's like energy or like the fuel of a vehicle, right? So we are spending it. Okay, we can have the benefits now, but then for the future, we should do some more good karma. So it doesn't hurt nobody to do good things, say good things, do good things, think good things, because all this count in the long run. Everything, what we see, hear, smell, feel, even the things we eat. There was one, this is kind of negative. Every bite this person used to take always had a sand inside that first mouthful. Out of no reason. Every mouthful, even if they prepared so carefully, every first mouthful this person took, out of nowhere, there was always like the sand, like a big one, like as if there was a small stone inside. But he said it cannot be because this person was so careful. So karma can even create things which are not there. There are so many stories, and so even deities and these people also feel like helping. I'll tell a nice story later on. You please, Anthea, you also add to this, or please tell your ideas and no anything, no open like it's an open discussion.
Sure. So I'm really enjoying listening to you talk about it, and it's really helping me to think about how people live their lives and perhaps reasons why. Yes, because I've noticed in Australia it's a very lucky country, and most people have food to eat, water, and shelter. However, some people who are very, very wealthy and seemingly successful, as you say, there's something that's, bothering them. There's something that's not right in their lives. It might be an addiction. It might be just something that they may have a beautiful family, be in a really wealthy position, have a seemingly successful job, but something within them is not right. So that I've always wondered about that, and that is giving me a bit more insight into perhaps why this person is struggling at whatever level, so that there's a reason of karma, something that's happened in the past that is catching up with them. But I love what you're saying about how we treat other people. So examples, I work in a supermarket 3 times a week, and I do my best to be really kind to people and helpful while people are shopping, because often they're in a hurry and they're stressed, and they might with the way that the world is moving, there's ever increasing technology. So rather than having a person serve them and scanning all the groceries, we do have that availability, but it is less than it was in the past. So a lot of people are dealing with self-checkouts. So I help people if they're struggling. Some older people for whatever reason might have issues with that. So I'm aware that it can be a stressful environment for people, and I make a point of trying to be as kind as possible. And one person today, because I wear a name badge with Anthea on it, and she said thank you to me and looked me in the eyes, and she said thank you, Anthea, and she specifically used my name, and it really touched my heart. And while you've been talking, I've been thinking that perhaps there was a time when I said thank you to someone and said their name, and that's coming back to me. Yeah. But I really also love what you're saying about continuing to do good things, because we do spend our karma. So karma is like a currency and energy that we don't want to just say, oh, I've done so many good things in the past. I've got enough karma. We want to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Keep doing it so we get it, keep coming back to us.
Yeah.
Please, over to you again.
Yeah. So there are instances like the very poor people. It's funny also. Then there are many stories like that. So there are some, like for example, people who go to very deep meditations like enlightenment. They say like these people, if you offer something, their merits is very strong because their mind are very pure. So they stay like in enlightenment for like 7 days. And they come. Then there were some saints who specifically stayed like that and would find a poor family and go to that family for their meal just to help them. So, and there are like times like there are like single or ones like this, and you can see like in ancient stories. So there were very poor people, and suddenly their field had become all gold. Ancient stories. So the king got to know about this, and he said like, "Come on, no, this person either he stole it or like." Like, oh, it's mine, no, because it's my property, the kingdom belongs to me. So he was greedy, no. So when he came, what happened was he tried to put his servants or like the staff and like no, and take it, but it turned into clay. It seems again. He could not take it. It's useless, no, carrying like tons and tons of clay. But when this owner came, it turned into gold. And nowadays also, Anthea, there are things that happen like treasures. Some people dig. Somehow that they find like these treasure hunters uh, in illegal ways, and sometimes I don't know, like in their own property or something, they find. Some people they don't have to do anything. Maybe they were keeping their hand on some wall or a rock or something, and suddenly they also opening that happen. Or they step on a rock, and the rock seems like wobbly, and they feel like there's something underneath. When they open, it's a treasure. So I saw another person. He just did a raffle ticket, like a scraping ticket, and he won like $1 million or something. No, Uh, and just for that TV show, he had to react it. So he bought another one from the same place, and he was scratching that ticket. He won again. He was like, what? But this person was like brilliant. He was not wasting money and like that. And he didn't go crazy just after seeing the money. And he had to react it, no, like to show for the TV. And they were, he went there to the same place, and he started taking a ticket, and he scratched, and he won there also. So, so some people go for gambling and all these things, they lose everything also, what they have. But they say like when the time is good, everything starts working. So the karma also has a big role there. And I can tell you a beautiful story, a place where a person escaped because of the knowledge of karma. So actually, yeah, it's kind of like a crooked story, but it has a nice ending. I told you about a person who the king wanted to steal his wife. Did I tell you?
Yes, you did.
Okay, then I'll just make it super short. So last time we spoke of this?
We spoke of it in
Another one, no?
It wasn't last week, no.
Yeah. So those days people knew about these things. So somehow or other the king wanted to put this person into trouble. So the king asked him to find some very rare items, some special flowers, but before his bath time, which was a couple of hours from that time. So he knew he's done for. No, you cannot play around with the king, and he's like, it was a task that was given just to like end him off, no, finish him. So what he did was he just had a pack of lunch, and what he did, he had no other thing, no. He came near a river, and it was like lunchtime. So he separated into portions. And then there was another traveler. He gave half of that to the traveler. And then one portion he took for himself, the other portion he put it into the river. And he said, I have no other thing to do. I have no no, nothing to save me. I know, like when I go back, I'm finished. I cannot find these things. No, they are not in this range. Oh, it's very rare. And like 5 things were required. No, special type of clay, very rare flowers. The king really wanted to like end him. No, so what he did was like he said, when you give to a human being, even if it's a dishonest person, we talk about this. No, we get like 1,000 times that benefit, 1,000 times, even if it's an alcoholic or anybody. Yeah, but if the person is better and better, the power of that merit becomes better and better. That's why people who are like pure, like enlightened being or something, or a saint or somebody, if we can offer them, the merits are very powerful because they are also pure. So we also can be in a pure stage. Yeah? We don't do bad things and all, and when we give, then the recipient as well as the person who's offering, they are both in a good state. Then the merits are even more powerful. So he thought like I gave this human being, and now here I am putting to this fish, which are animals. So each animal you feed, you get the benefit 100 times, 100 times. That is so. So he said like if anybody can take these merits, it was like bargaining chips, no, like for him, no other. Then they please help me because I am in deep trouble. So they say like actually a deity in a, like a, their Rome or realm was near the tree lines who are associating close to the earth. One came dressed like changed the form like a human and came like an elderly person and asked like, "Hey young man, what are you doing?" And he said the story, no, and he said, "Keep doing what you're doing." So when you even transmit the merit for each other, that merit becomes more and more stronger because like we talk this, like we are doing this, uh, even the transmission of this, hey, you know, I did this nice thing. I would like to give you that merits. It doesn't end it. It only increases it. So we were joking like before, we can go on till evening, morning till evening, just passing it around like tennis, no? Or badminton or table tennis. Yeah, you take my minutes, you take my minutes, you take my minutes. It still multiplies. It doesn't, you don't get drained like that. So they say offering merits and receiving merits is also merit, positive energy. Because that we can even like see somebody else's thing, we are not snatching from them, and we can think, oh wonderful, wonderful, they did such a beautiful thing, we get the merits for that like a good karma. But opposite, like if you feel jealousy and all, that is like down, like very bad karma. So this and then the other deities also came and actually found the things, items for this person. So then see, like it was like, so not only that, these things help, like in the last moments in your life. They are like the currency because we cannot take any physical items, no? Even if we were the super most richest people, nobody, even the pharaohs could not take their things, no? Their pyramids and everything, their gold and everything is still there after thousands of years. Even like they built armies, even some countries, no? The clay, terracotta soldiers, no? Everything, wagons, the weapons, no? Food, everything. But no, even their pets they put. But they're still here, no? Like physically. So even to the afterlife, these things can be taken through this. And just like we said, like a shadow, it will definitely follow you. And this won't like end by sharing it. So there's a big benefit out of that, even in the worst and the difficult of situations. That's why sometimes like there had been, and there in times like in Second World War, there are incidents like people narrowly escaped out of no reason when they were, it's very bad to say, but this happened, no? So but I'm telling you, is good, a good thing. When they were sending people to those camps, there were some German soldiers who felt sorry for some children, actually sneaked them out. Uh, there are incidents like that, and even like when through the fences, some soldiers felt sorry, and they used to sneak children out. So why would they even think they could have lost their lives? And actually, some people did.
Yes.
So these are good things, no? And humanity and everything. Even in the worst of conditions, something out of nowhere comes for your help when you do good things, and this good karma follows you. Uh, Even in the forest and all, like even animal can come and help you. Yeah, really. There have been
I,
instances like, yeah, one person had gone like in the forest and collapsed. There were the fire ants. Uh, And first they were biting this person, but he had like lot of loving kindness also it seems. And then he like had collapsed. First they were biting. Fire ants are very dangerous, right? The- but later it had stopped and he had woken up to see they had made a circle around him and they were protecting him. He could not believe it that they have like facing outwards, outwards, outwards. They had like made a circle around him just to protect him. They could have eaten him, right? Even in some places, Anthea, we used to stay very far away. Yeah, the elephants would come, and for good people's houses, they would not even touch it. But somebody who had done some harassment, they would even shake the roof and go. So, yeah, even this life, even future lives, like this good karma follows you. And even the animals or any other beings, they also can sense it.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you also add to this.
It's fascinating. It's really, really fascinating. And it just shows how the power of being kind, the power of, because in this day and age, sometimes kindness feels like a weakness.
Mm,
It's not always seen as a strength. It's almost like you're supposed to be strong and confident and this and that, and there's lots of characteristics that are perhaps uh, promoted as the way that we should act if we want to go places and we want to achieve things.
mhm,
And kindness can be you know put down the list, and it can be seen as a weakness. And I've always valued kindness. I value
mhm,
receiving kindness and I value giving kindness. And so it just shows the power of being
mhm,
a kind person and how much it weighs as good karma. And as a Muslim person, as a person who practices Islam as my faith, where Islamic teachings talk a lot about good deeds
mhm,
and how important they are,
mhm,
especially when we do transition out of this life, because that's what we can take with us. That's a form of currency that we
mhm,
carry with us. We don't take any physical possessions.
mhm,
So, but that is something that can speak up for us on the day of judgment that Muslim people believe in, when all of our deeds will be weighed up against each other, our good karma, our bad karma, our sins, our good deeds, our shortcomings, our misalignments, all of it will, yeah, we believe will be weighed up. So it's so it feels really empowering and validating to be having this discussion, and it helps me to want to continue living the conscious life that I
mhm,
do my best to live every day.
mhm.
So thank
Yeah, and it says, Anthea, this is like a insurance, the best insurance. Yeah, we do according to it is what our goals in like what we want to the highest goals we want to seek, right? But until then, this is like the insurance. It seems the best insurance because insurance policies don't go and sometimes they don't even pay, even if you do. No? But this is like the insurance. So they say like do any possible chance you get, do they all come back. Nothing is wasted or anything. Says oh, some people say in Maine we used our time. It was a waste. We didn't know these people or as such. or this organization or such. No, but actually, like, no, that is their problem. What we do, like, it goes to our account. So, like you said, like that is the currency, and I have heard, like, yeah, like even we get to hear, like, in the mosque and all, like they give, even they don't even show it, right? And even money, they take just a handfuls of money, and just they don't even count, and they give, no. So those people believe a lot in karma, and not even to show off, right? Not like Instagram or some social media, but they do, like they just take, like it's stacked, and they just give heaps and heaps uh, in helping, no, the others. And this definitely comes, what goes around comes around, no. uh,
Most definitely. Yeah, yeah. And I even feel that an amazing example, like a very practical example, is of you and I collaborating together.
mhm,
So many things have happened that I can attribute to us collaborating together that I would never have imagined. And I've attracted people, lots of different people, lots of kind words, and lots of support and opportunities through us having a conversation and saying, why don't we have an open conversation, create a sacred, safe space for people to discuss things, and let's see how it works out. And things have blossomed out of that. So I feel
mhm,
that that's a living example of good karma.
mhm. Yeah, 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 it is. And we just say, like, some people, they don't know the value of these,
Yeah.
and they just exhaust that good energy. So it's kind of sad, because they have done, say, people with power or wealth, they don't just get it. Say they were born to that place because they have done the hard work in a previous life. But here they are in a place of power or wealth or something, but sometimes they do bad things, no? To people around them, maybe the society, even the world, maybe. So they don't know, but it exhausts their energy. So next life, there's no guarantee like that. And some places, and there, the good they should receive, that is also taken away or cancelled because of some bad thing. Not only the good, bad is taken away from the good thing, the opposite also can happen. They can have the benefits maybe from past life, but then if they do very bad things in this life, so they don't know, and they can. So there were instances like very witty girls, even young girls used to know. They say, like, some super rich man was eating in a, like a golden. Those days they used to use gold, copper, silver a lot, no, because these metals are very good for the body. It seems that's why they used to wear jewelry also, men, women, both, in specific places and places where they had illnesses, especially silver, copper, not even gold. And yeah, so it was not a fashion statement, more
Yeah.
of like for health purposes, because we are like a transmitter of energy,
Oh,
so they can cure. So but they use gold also. So this person was eating in a gold, uh, like a platter, and then somebody came asking for something. No? And there was a witty girl, like a young girl, but I think she was in maybe 20s or something. And she was like very witty, and said, like, our uncle or our stepfather, because she was married to his son, no? Said, like, is eating Puranaya. Puranaya means old stuff. So in their language, old stuff can mean excreta even. He was offended, it seems. And she had told her, you go to another place. My father-in-law is eating all stuff. And when he heard, like, what did you say? Like, and in that language, it's like my father-in-law is eating excrete. Then he brought
yeah.
everybody, and this girl, how dare she? Like, she tells me like this, but she was super brilliant. It seems. She told him, no, 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 I didn't mean that. Don't just like accuse me without reasoning. What I said, you are eating in a golden platter now because of your past karma. And here is a person who's coming and waiting to receive something, but you turn your back and you start eating. So I say, I knew that you would not give anything. So that's why I said, like, you are wearing off your past karma, which is good. So you are exhausting, no? You are eating old stuff. So then she had told the person who came, like asking for something, like, there's nothing will happen here. You go to another place and try to find. But he got the message, it says. So we are also using our good karma. That's why we get good as well as bad also we get in life. But the good things also, we work for many. But within that also, Anthea, I want to tell you another thing. It's so strange. These are associated with businesses also.
Okay.
We cannot even imagine, no? Because one time, actually, some people who are doing business, because many people come, right? And they ask, like, why do businesses sometimes when they start, they crash? It's true, right? In modern days also. It's very interesting, eh? And
Yes.
and these people, like, who are like hermits and all, they have no interest in business, right? And this is not a specific in one religion also, eh? So they have because this is their worry, right? They have asked, like, some businesses when they soon as they start, they crash. Some business they do, but the profit is like not much. And then some, it's just bare enough to survive. So maybe they just do like the daily expenses, that is enough, but no profit. But some people, if they even touch something, it boosts. Even it could be some trash, right? Recycling or something, they become like millionaires, right? So why they have asked like these differentiations? So they were explained, okay, like at some point in Sansara, you promise somebody something, but you don't do. Especially if that person was a very good person. Say, very simple thing. Usually clergy and all these people. But then if you tell it openly, they think it's like another scam to receive things. But no, this was what the legit question that was asked. And this was the answer that was given, only that. And this is because the real clergy or something, they have nothing to do with these businesses, or it was a group of business people. That is what their question, right? So if they had promised something but they don't deliver, then even when they start something, nothing happens. It crashes. Huh? Then the second one is like uh, you can how to say, like you can give um, uh, more, huh? But you do like the how to say, like you do it, but in a general way. Huh? And then some people, like just for like just barely surviving, you do it, but r- lesser than the amount that was required.
Yes.
Some people say just some medicine or something. Say like some person, okay, let's keep the money all aside. Say somebody needed some herbs, no? Or a bark of a tree or something as a medicine. Huh?
Oh.
And if I'm very sick, can you please help me? So then this one person can say, okay, don't worry, I'll bring it for you. But they, you never see them. No, you can see the bark of the tree maybe, but not the person, right? Even in your afterlife, you see a tree of that, but not this person again. Huh? But then some people, they come and then they bring it, but in a sloppy way.
Yeah.
Or some people bring it like half-heartedly, and they give it and go. Okay, they needed like two handfuls, or I just found a little, but they had the ability. Either they were too lazy or something. On they could have done it, but less they did.
Yeah.
But some people, they bring it, they clean it, and they ask like, would you like me to powder it for you? Would you like me to prepare the medicines for you and give it? It's extra, right? So those are the people that even if they touch something, it flourishes. And you hear these people of like some, they had started something, and you wonder, like, so even the product, like you wonder, like, how in the world did this person have that boost with this small product, right? So there are these kind of things also. So in daily life, businesses, even in a work environment, the way the people are reacting towards you, there are some places like however good you are, all are like trying to like attack you. Or you are in an environment that everybody's trying to climb up the ladder, so they are like stepping on you and going, or telling things behind your back, even if you did nothing, or you are accused, or the people above you are like always angry and like throwing how to say their fury towards you, their family problems towards you, and you're like, what is this? I quit. No, I had enough. Those also has karma involved. But the opposite is like even if you go to a very tough place, those people feel like protecting you or helping you in a good way.
Yeah.
The opposite is like you don't even know, like, okay, really? And no? So that is because of the good karma. So for future births, even businesses, everything these, so it's no harm at all. Even for people in the monastic life, they say like the people who did these kind of things, even if they go to a very remote place, still they would get food. Even the deities would come and give, it seems. There was one young person back in the day, and his mom, just like the mom would prepare something and give, no? And he would go and play with his friends, it seems. One day she didn't have anything, but she felt sad, but she didn't have. And she gave an empty basket, it seems. The same basket to make him feel good because he might cry or something. No, he was, yeah. And then it could apply to anybody. Yeah. Then he came very thrilled and happy. This was some kind of cakes, it seems. Huh? And uh, he had asked like, "What did you?" Then the mother was surprised. He thought he would come crying and sad. And like he asked, "What happened?" Huh? And he had asked like, "Mom, what did you give me today?" And she could not, like, she hurt his feelings, and he said like non-existent cakes in that language, like nati keong means like that are really not there, and he said, "Give me more of those tomorrow also." And she said, "What?" You know what, they were the most delicious food I have ever tasted. She was surprised, no, like, yes, what, like she was asking. And when he went there, the bag was full, it seems. And they were so delicious. So actually the deities had come and filled up that bag for him and the children and everyone. So he said like, non-existent cakes, give me tomorrow. So the non-existent cakes. So these things happen. Yeah. So karma plays a big role. It's not all karma. We can change our karma. Like if the boomerang comes back, if it's good, no fine, you can getting hit by on the head, right? But if it's a bad one, you can duck it, no? And that energy can weigh off and the boomerang can fall. Uh, So likewise, you can duck it and avoid it with mindfulness. But the good parts, yeah, surely nobody would say no for that, right? Yeah. Uh, Maybe next week, like those 12 things you mentioned, Anthea, we can bring them up. It's very interesting, no?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's great.
Ah,
We've already spoken for over an hour like
ah.
that.
Yeah, no,
Take
it went so fast.
time. So let's make an intention to have a karma part 3 conversation next week. That will be really, really good. I've really loved the conversation this evening, and it's really opened my eyes to karma and the implications of making an effort to be kind to people and look after people. And it really does come back and takes care of us. So it's really, really a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I've really enjoyed the stories that you've given as examples. So I'm looking forward to next week already. To our discussion. So thank you very much for
Thank
your
you, Cynthia. Yeah.
your wisdom and
No, we
your
both share.
thank you for sharing your wisdom, and thank you for allowing me to share my wisdom and
For sure.
experience. It's always a pleasure to have our wonderful conversations each week. One of the highlights of my week, and look forward to next week, as I've mentioned. And yeah, once again, thank you, and sending blessings and good karma and love to anybody who watches this replay. And yes, I love what you said about merits, and I can't remember exactly what you said about the merits for that Muslim man who gave you the lift in the van.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. What
He
did you
said
say to
he
may
wants.
your merits?
He said, "I know." I said, like,
You,
it's a lot of merits to you for helping me. And he said, "I
okay.
know. And with
Yes.
these merits, I want to be such and such in
Yeah.
the next life."
Yeah. So what I'm wanting to say is a lot of merits to you,
And to you
Sanji.
also. I share all my merits with you.
Yes, I share all the merits with you and with everyone who watches this replay.
Thank you so much, Anthea, and everybody. Have a great day and good night. And we'll be like unboxing these things today, no?
The unboxing.
Okay, see you, everybody.
All right. Bye-bye.